What is up, you guys? Hello, hello, hello. Come in, come in. Welcome. I hope you guys are all having a good day. I hope if you are in your lunch break, your study break, whatever break you're doing, or whatever you are doing, let us know so we can see where all of our followers what they are currently doing. So, yeah, please let us know what you are currently doing as of now. Are you at work? Are you at school? Are you just, you at home? Please let us know. You already know what in the thumbnail. So, kind of have an idea what we're going to be talking about. And also, we said that we were going to update you guys all on what is currently going on as far as all about the tea. So, please stay tuned. We're going to be talking all about that. But please let us know what you are currently doing as of right now. Please put it in the chat.
Yes, yes, yes. Hello, everyone. Hello out there. I'm so sorry. We had a few things that we need to change up in our settings. We were live earlier, but however, we have to do that and get that cleared up and taken care of. But right now, we are good to go. How is everyone doing? How's everyone's Tuesday? Hope you are really enjoying it. Um, yeah, so it's been quiet for some time. Like Sin said, we've actually talked about, this, and we did again say that we are going to keep you guys updated, and we really have. We've kept our promise by keeping you guys updated. So, yeah, we're here to again like talk about some things like the topic, as we said. And if you watched our recent video, our previous videos, we've touched up on this. Again, it's all about the tea. Last video that we made was in regards to, you guys already know at this point what's been going on with all about the tea. The panelists, the original panelists who used to be there are no longer there. They've all ventured off into their different, they all have their different platforms and, of course, their different YouTube videos that they are currently running as of right now. If you haven't, kept up on this, just watch our previous videos. We've really talked about this and we've stayed on top of it. So right now we're at a point where we have the avatar who, again, currently does not have any of her panelist members. So she, as of right now, has none. But the new panelist, as we see and as we predicted in our last video, is
Wiley
Wiley.
from the
Yes,
Wiley
guys.
Show.
Yes, guys. So you all, like we mentioned, we said it from the get go that Wiley's going to be the new panelist member based on his last interview with Monica. So he is up there and he is on the go. It's just him and Monica, or the Avatar. We're gonna refer to as the Avatar. And yeah, we saw. I know you guys saw the show yesterday, the live yesterday. You guys saw them. They did go. Eventually reviewed some of the shows and some of the stuff that was happening. Of course, all about the tea. So he was there with the Avatar, and yeah, they had some things, of course, to say. So Sin, what's some things on your mind? Hey Chanel, as you're coming in, please do give the videos a thumbs up and like and share, and yeah. So what's
Hey,
up, Sin?
hey, everyone who's coming in. Hey, Chanel. So we're gonna be talking about all about the tea. We said we're gonna give you guys all an update on what's going on. So it's just so weird how we predict something was gonna happen, and guess what? It did. It's just like sometimes how you can just like read like intuition, like something you felt something's gonna happen, and it did. We were saying, oh my gosh, Wiley is going to be a panelist. And Lord behold, Wiley from the Wiley Show is a panelist from at All About the Tea. What a coincidence. Did you think, were you expecting him to be like a panelist or what? Okay, so Wiley is the only panelist. I don't know about what's going on with you guys know the Dr. Tanya. I'm not sure what's actually going on with her, but Wiley he's the only panelist as of now. Hey, what's up, Jazz? How are you doing? How are you doing? Hopefully everyone is good. Let us know what you're currently doing as of now. Are you on a lunch break? Are you currently at lunch? Are you on a study break? Let us know. But yeah, we're talking about all about the tea. Um, yeah. So we're pretty much saying that Wiley is he's a new panelist. He is a new panelist. Were you guys expecting Wiley to be the new panelist? Because in our previous video, we like kind of predicted, okay, like he may be, a panelist at All About the Tea. And look, he is currently a panelist. Were y'all expecting him, Wiley from the Wiley Show, to be a panelist at All About the Tea? Were y'all expecting that?
Yes. What were you? Because that was our guest from the Miss Show beginning.
Yes, because he was going too hard for the avatar. Like he was really going too hard for her. So it's just like, what a coincidence. Definitely he's going to be a panelist as of now. Okay, so Jazz, you were expecting him to be a panelist. Chanel, you started. Oh my god. Chanel, oh my gosh. Yeah, so it looks like you guys are all pretty much thinking, you guys were pretty much expecting him to be a panelist. And yeah, she definitely cannot do it alone for sure. She can't do it alone. Definitely for sure. So Lucy, what were you expecting? Like, I have a few questions as far as, how Wiley became a panelist, and like how is he doing a good job as a panelist? Like, so what are your thoughts and your inputs, Lucy?
As far as Wiley being a panelist for that, I think it does. Possibly he did have his eye on the prize from the get go. I haven't really known to Wiley that he had a relationship with the Avatar prior to all of this transpiring. So it could be that it's just chasing clout for Wiley, or that him and the Avatar did have a relationship previously to all of this. Either way, there definitely have to be some sort of price, so sort of intentions for whatever is happening for both parties involved. I think for the Avatar, again, she has no panel members, so it's just her. So she doesn't, she can't do it alone, or she needs someone else. But my thought is, why get the Wiley Show when you could get some of the bigger YouTubers? And no shade to Wiley, right? Some of the YouTubers, like possibly DJ Richie Sky, um, Funky Don Eva, or some other people that, or even Tasha K, right? To run her show with her, to be maybe one of the panel members. I think it would make a lot more sense, right, than just going to go get Wiley. And again, this is no shade to Wiley, but this is again this is my only viewpoint, that's the only question that I do have, is that how come she didn't get her other panelists? DJ Richie Sky has been on there before. Why didn't she have him co-host the show? And also, have the Avatar been looking for new panelist members? I mean, like, why is it that her and Wiley are? Why is Wiley the chosen panelist, and the one and only chosen panelist? Have she's been looking for panelists? Like, what's going on at this point? Or is it the fact that no one wants to be involved based on all the stuff that has happened? So some of the stuff that's running through my head. And exactly, so Chanel said, because everyone saw and don't want Avatar mess. Watch how people treat, based on how they treat others. Hey, Kim. Hey, Kim, as you're coming in, please do like and subscribe to the video. yeah, so those are some of the things that are running in my head at this moment, Sin. That's what I was when I actually watched and did some of the reviews. Is why can't another person besides Wiley, another big YouTuber, help her co-host the show? Yesterday, and even all throughout, if Wiley is going to be the new panelist member.
Those are definitely really good points you brought up, Lucy, because I actually really didn't think too much of those. Like why isn't big YouTubers such as like the YouTubers you named off, the Funky Dinevas, the Tasha K, also the DJ Richie Sky, why, those are people that she's associated with. Those are the people that thank you, Kim. Those are the people that they have they're big YouTubers and they've been on her channel, they've been on a panel with her before. So I'm wondering, definitely why aren't they part of the panel? And that's definitely no shade to Wiley. But I definitely did see it coming. I definitely saw it coming. I think we both kind of alluded to it. We both kind of mentioned it like, oh yeah, this is definitely Wiley's introduction as a panelist.
Exactly, exactly. And we said it in our previous videos, guys. Please go catch on our few videos back. We didn't really. I mean, I think a majority of you probably was agreeing to what we were saying, but the way that everything came out, the way that Wiley was bomb rushing to discredit everything that has happened, to the point where he was even calling Ples names. Definitely seemed like he already chosen sides, and that side was with the Avatar. So at this point, it's like they're both benefiting from each other. The Avatar does need panelist members based on what has happened. She can no longer, maybe some people are just can no longer be trust her or be in that same space with her. Based on what has transpired, and with Wiley, it's also to make his platform bigger and also to possibly exposure, right? So either way, they're both benefiting from each other at this point. Um, I think that I don't know if she is looking for panelist members, but for me, it's more so of where are the big name YouTubers that she could possibly go, co-host this show with, right? Like there's other big name YouTubers that she's friends with. So I mean, how come they weren't chosen? But out of all people, is why the Wiley show.
Do you think that, of course, the amount of money that she was paying the previous panelist was revealed? Do you think she's going to be paying the same amount of money to Wiley?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me just say I would expect him to ask for more money. Anything lower than that, um I don't know what to say, because again, he's a YouTuber. He knows how much income, how much revenue he gets a month, right?
Hmm.
So for me to be on there, and depending on how many hours they're on there, and based on maybe the reviews, she sent over the reviews of the stuff that they're going to be talking about, kind of like a lineup, I would expect to ask for more money than what the previous panelists were getting. Or she's also maybe giving him another, maybe she's setting him up for something differently, right? Like
Hmm.
I mentioned, it could be for exposure, right? If she's connected to All About the Tea, he could possibly get some of her subscribers over his platform. So that could also be another possible case. But I would expect for him to ask for something a little bit more, a better compensation than what the previous panelists were getting.
That's yeah. So do you think that she is going to be a little bit more professional? Like she's going to treat him a little bit, let's say a little bit more professional when it comes to the work and stuff, because he is a YouTuber. He knows how much, he knows the ins and outs of YouTube. So you think that okay, so you think that she's definitely going to be paying him a little bit more money because he's going to know like how much each video is going to be making. But once again, she's not making as much, maybe as much profit as she was before because of, everything that's been going down. And also the panelists leaving as well. So do you think that she's going to be a little bit more professional when it comes to the work that um she she's doing with Wiley because he is a YouTuber.
Well, I hope that she okay, well, let me look at it this way. The way that Wiley came about the situation where he actually chose sides, and I'm not sure if he does recognize that there was some mistreatment of like some workplace misconduct kind of going on, or if he actually has any clue or any knowledge of what actually happened, that there could possibly be some legalities in that type of situation, where some things were said that shouldn't have been said. If he understands that and he's knowledgeable about that, then he will know that, he will know what to expect and what to not expect, right? He will know the difference. But it kind of worries me a little bit because the way he was talking about it, like talking about Ples, and kind of giving his own opinion. I'm a little bit worried, but it could be also possible that he's also chasing clout, and that he just wants to be seen and he wants to be heard. But again, I'm a little worried that he knows what to do. He knows, the importance of the legalities of the stuff that transpired, but he just wants clout, and he's gonna ignore all of that and still stick with the Avatar, regardless of the wrongdoings that she has done. So I'm just a little bit concerned. However, he seems to want to grow his platform. He seems to want exposure, so he may ignore all of that stuff.
Those are really good points. And I don't think we mentioned this in the beginning, but please, everything we say on here is our opinions and our thoughts and opinions only. So please, guys, do not take it too seriously. If we mention anything, it is all alleged. So, guys, we are just, giving our thoughts and opinions. Not that serious, okay? So we're just giving our thoughts and opinions. But those are really good points you made, Lucy, for sure. So because everything that's happened, do you think he has a contract? Do you think he has a contract as a panelist? Because essentially, they're all going to be working together. They're going to be going live. I want to say maybe, like, we're not too sure. Maybe let's say, based on the previous panelists, they're going to be going live every day and talking about celebrity news and everything that's going on, all housewives, everything. So do you think that he actually has a contract with her? Okay, I'm saying Kim is saying no. Kim is saying no. Kim, are you saying no that you don't think Wiley has a contract with Monica? I mean, sorry, with the Avatar. So Lucy, do you think that he will have a contract? Because
I,
it's
I
smart.
I don't think so. I really don't think so, because again, I said it. It could be that he's gonna ignore all of this just to get on that bandwagon. Again, just for exposure and just for his, yeah, just he's gonna completely ignore that. So I think that he does not have a contract at this point. And however, if the Avatar does want to start fresh and possibly to see how the contract thing works, because they didn't, when she was with her recent previous panelists, they didn't have a contract, so she
Well,
could
they
be
didn't
losing.
know this was gonna go. They didn't know.
Yeah,
They
so
didn't
yeah,
know.
so this could Wiley could also be like a muse, right? Well, how do you say that? He could be like a trial,
And
like maybe she's using him as a trial. But she's like, okay, let me see if I could do this contract with him. Maybe let's do like a month contract and see how that works. And from there we can move further. So it could possibly be that. I hope that she starts out with a contract just to see how that works. But then again, she may not, because it just depends on how she also views Wiley. How she views Wiley as maybe someone who's trying to get exposure, that he doesn't really care too much about contracts. He's going to support her regardless of if she's doing wrong or not. So it just depends.
because I mean, I definitely think that this is like a business. If he's definitely about his business, he would actually get a contract because he saw what happened to he saw what happened to the previous panelists. So I think that if he knows what's good, he definitely should he should have a contract with Avatar.
I would definitely agree. Like I said, I would think that I hope he has a contract. I really hope so. But then again, he seems like he doesn't. It's not. That's not what he's looking at.
Think that's not what he's looking at.
No, I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, I think that if he was definitely smart, he'll definitely go and he get a contract for sure.
Yeah. So let's read some of these comments. YouTube is different. It's different. How benefit. Okay. So the avatar is being exposed on nosy. It just happened. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. It's playing Monica. He doesn't have a dog in this fight. It seems that he's the only person she trusts, and she's using that to his advantage. Exactly. World's greatest hype woman. Exactly. Um, it could also be that they're both taking advantage of each other, right? She's taking advantage of him. He's taking advantage of her for closure. So for exposure, bringing some of maybe her subscribers over there to his platform. So again, it's like they're both playing one another. How can you trust someone who lies and seems mentally and emotionally unstable? That's no man for me. And yes, Kim, I also agree because again, this could be that. I mean, I'm pretty sure he sees all of this. He sees it, but again, he's just trying to ignore it because again, he has a platform to hold and he wants that exposure. And just that bandwagon because again, she's all about the tea is trending. So hop on that bandwagon. I think he's trying to grow his channel, and he will use anything or anyone to do so. Yeah. So Kim, yes, that again, that's what I was saying by exposure. He's just trying to grow his channel, and he will do just about anything to do so. So yes, yes. So Sim, what do you think about that?
So I'm trying to look at it from different ways. Um I definitely think that he is for sure is using it as a way to grow his channel, but I think that from watching, and I did watch the video because I like to just kind of watch the videos to just kind of see like people's body language and how they act. I felt like he kind of looked a little uncomfortable. He wasn't really being himself. When you watch his other videos and stuff, I feel like he definitely was not being 100% himself. The body language spoke a lot, and he just did not look comfortable.
How did he look? How did he look? How did he look? Like when you said body language, what do you mean by
Yeah,
that?
so I felt like from watching it, I just felt like, he was a little bit, maybe he could just be nervousness. He was wiggling around, moving around a lot. Maybe he could definitely be nervous, and maybe because he is coming to another platform and it's not his own. So I definitely felt like, and that's, there was some stuff he would say that was, it was just kind of like, yeah. When he was talking about the Vegas, telling her all like what he's been doing. It just didn't seem. It definitely seemed like someone who was nervous. That's what I felt. I definitely felt he was definitely nervous. He was not 100% comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, so hey Kevin. Kevin Jones says that he thinks Wiley and Monica are cut. Okay, yeah, for sure. Let's see what else Kevin said. He says that he finds it interesting how Monica went from having a panel of opposing views to now having people to who stuck up. Yes, that's what, Kevin, that is definitely what I was finding interesting too, because it definitely looked like, and I was trying to find like the word for it. It definitely seemed like Wiley was sucking up to Monica. That's why I was saying
The
he seemed
avatar.
comfortable. Sorry, the avatar. That's why I said he seemed uncomfortable. He seemed very, very uncomfortable. So that is why I was, reading from his body language. He did seem very uncomfortable.
Was it uncomfortable that he did not want to be there, or he feels like he's maybe nervous to that? Okay, is he nervous that he's he's dining in with something that he knows nothing about, or knows that he's at the wrong place, or is he wrong that he just doesn't know how people will perceive him, or he's a little shy? I like it could we could look at it from a different a different way, right?
Yeah, I don't think he cares about how people will perceive of him. I don't think he cares. I think it's more so he's just, maybe it's just his, he should listen to intuition. Maybe it's just, one, that's the history about the channel. And also maybe it's someone God telling him. I feel like God is speaking to Wally as of right now. Like he shouldn't be there. Like that is just not, he just seemed uncomfortable. And also it is just going to be him and the avatar, right? There's not going to be anybody else. Like it's not going to be like the old panel. It's not. And it's going to be either they're going to be pretty much having the same views, and also because of how the avatar role may want to maybe look at a contract. If he's for sure he really wants to be, want to either look at a contract or make sure they have an, she could do that to Wiley.
Sin, you broke up. You broke up.
Oh, I was saying that if she can do this to the panelists, the former panelists, she can do that to Wiley as well. So I feel like he's really trying to tread lightly. That's why I was saying he seems very uncomfortable because he's trying to tread very lightly, maybe not to get the avatar upset, or maybe not to, just he's treading very lightly.
Yes, I agree. I agree, and it could also be that he's, but if he's also treading lightly, why is it the fact that he's how do I say this? If he knows that, let's say if he knows that the wrongdoing of this, right, of the wrong of all of this, why does he want to dine in with, why does he want to dine in with someone who, who's been on all the YouTube streets for no good reasons, right? So again, maybe it's just to grow his platform. It could
Yeah.
possibly be. Or just to kind of like also like maybe teach people that, like, let people know that he has good commentaries as well, right? Like, he like provide, like, his commentaries are good, or he feels like, he wants to get into this whole what is this reality TV reviews and stuff. Like he wants to maybe jump in that a little bit more and do some more like reviews and get his commentaries.
Yeah, I think he definitely wants to come in to get more into that, because she talks a lot about celebrity news. So maybe he wants to get into that whole celebrity news. And someone actually brought up a good point, and I really didn't want to, because I kind of saw that too. I definitely think that she is using him essentially as a charity case.
That's what I was saying as well. That is what I was saying earlier too, was that it could possibly be they're both using each other for some beneficial reasons.
And he seems a little bit, like I was saying, definitely seems a little bit more comfortable with in his own platform. Like he did not seem comfortable at all yesterday, at all.
Hmm.
Okay, so world's greatest hype woman. Hey. Okay, so she says that Wiley is pretty smart and he's far from being shy. He should be nervous. Look at how she's handling her former. That's what I'm saying. I definitely feel like he definitely should be nervous. He needs to make sure he has a contract. If he is very certain, like, yes, this is what I want to do. If he is certain that this is what he wants to do, make sure he has a contract. I don't see. I just kind of started. I just watched yesterday's live, and I don't think in his channel he doesn't seem nervous. I really thought he was nervous. He was. He seemed very nervous, very jittery, very uncomfortable yesterday. Because he even put in his glasses and stuff, so his shades. So I don't know. I just felt he felt uncomfortable, but. And that is what I always say, the expression get in where you fit in, right? Because you want to be at a place where you do want to feel comfortable. You do want to feel comfortable for sure. And Kelly just says that, Wiley, she looks desperate, bottom line. I mean, I definitely feel like he does want to be a part of the whole celebrity gossip world. Maybe this is definitely his road to get in, um, and be a commentator. But I think that he has to also be aware of the cost as well. Being up every if she does go live every day, having to go live every night for 2 to 3 hours, and also he also has to be able to build his own work as well. So I hope he's ready for that. That's why I feel like he definitely has to get a contract, because if he has to be ready for that, because they did go live every day. Maybe she's going to switch things around, but they went live every day, and I hope Wiley is ready to take on that responsibility. So Lucy, okay, so who else do you guys think that the Avatar would bring on? We know Wiley confirmed, confirmed. We saw it yesterday. What about Tanya? Well, I didn't see her yesterday, so and I did not see her yesterday.
Great observations. Great observation. I did not see her either. I did not see her either, and interesting, right? So I wonder what this is all about. I wonder if she has second thoughts, if she's gonna be back. Like, I wonder what this is all about. Because again, it could be three panelists, or maybe she's going to appear. Maybe she's gonna switch them out. Maybe one day she'll have Wiley, and then one day she'll have the Dr. Griffin. So it just depends. I don't think she's off the hook yet. I think she'll return at some point. What it's
To reveal that Wiley's going to be a panelist, for sure. I think, yeah, she is world's greatest hype woman. I think she just is tired of getting dragged. I feel like she definitely is tired of getting dragged. And I think that once she works in academia and she has a very like prominent, job, just she has a very prominent position. So I'm just like, why would you even get yourself into this, Because especially working in academia.
So sorry, Queen, if she's not getting dragged by mine, if she's getting dragged for. I agree. Like what Sin said, it's a lot of you have some loyalty to actually be up here, to be, to be getting in things like this when you're in academia, and really putting yourself out there. And you're not only putting yourself out there for, especially with something that you're unsure about, but you're also possibly discrediting your line of work, right? You're in academia, you have your doctorate, and you want to be in this type of situation, this type of YouTube drama. And not just that, when you were going over, you were actually putting your own opinion in that matter. You were actually being a little bit biased, and you weren't being neutral at all. So it's like we already knew where you stand as far as like the situation. So it wasn't a good look. You're right. World's Greatest, definitely, she was definitely tired of getting dragged, and not just and getting dragged for the avatar, not in a good way.
A good way. Okay, so I think it's Ethan Wang. Ethan Wang says that don't know. He doesn't really expect Wally to be there with her too long. I expect there will be a falling out as well, due to how she seems to not know how to stop herself from sleep dissing. I absolutely agree. I think that maybe within the next 2 months, or let's give it 3 months, we're going to be reliving this all over again. I don't expect Wally from the Wally show to be there too long. I think this is maybe just a short dealing for him, but I don't expect him to be there too long. So yeah, right. And it's going to be very awkward because once he starts giving that same energy back, I think it will be over so fast. I absolutely agree. I cannot agree more for Ethan. I love that observation. I love it. And yes, Kelly, I don't think he won't be there much because he goes live. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, maybe she will have Wiley as a guest, but he cannot. There's no way he could be a permanent panelist like the former panelist, because he has his own channel he has to focus on, right? So either she has to host it herself or she's going to have other people come in, and it's going to take a while for other people to really, people have to gravitate to people's personalities. So unless if it's someone that people are already familiar with, or that's already established YouTuber or so, then she will have to obviously audition. So yeah. Okay, so I want to ask you guys a question. These are for people who are maybe just came in. Do you guys think that she's going to be paying Wiley the same rate as she was paying her former panelists? So let us know. Put a yes in the chat or no in the chat. I want to get you guys' thoughts on that. Okay, so Sincere cracking up. Hey, Sincere cracking up. Um, you feel like the channel can? Do you feel like? Do we feel like the channel can rebrand itself? Because what's happened in the business at all time. Lucy, what do you feel about that? Yeah.
Do you feel a channel can be rebrand themselves, because that happened in businesses all time? Question: do you feel the channel can rebrand their self, because that happened in business all the time? I definitely think that there's room for rebranding. there's always room for rebranding in businesses, especially when things like this happen. Or else you could also keep the same content, like with YouTube. You could also keep the content and what you are doing. However, it will definitely ruin a lot of, as far as like the way that your supporters, your subscribers view you. So it just depends on the high stake of that, whether if they're in, like in this case, whether she's losing subscribers, and if she's looking at her revenue, like she's looking at her analytics, excuse me. If she's looking at that and she's noticing that there's some she's missed, she's declining as far as like growth, she's losing subscribers, her revenues, her views, and just all together, like her supporters, she's looking at that and she thinks that she's is not going to get any better, then it may be time for rebranding. However, and also if she feels like there needs to be trustworthiness between her and her supporters, like the credibility there, then it could also be something where she could come out and apologize and not have to rebrand. Because if that's the case, then we may need to rebrand, because she's losing her supporters, she's losing a lot, she's lost a lot of things, and altogether, the people, the panelists that really put the show together, that brought her a lot of views, she also lost that as well. So let's say if she is trying to get some more panelists, let's what if the panelists are not, don't trust her enough to come on the show? Then that could also be something she's looking at, and it depends on how many people have declined to come on the show. If there's a lot of people that are declining, then it could be possibly that she needs to rebrand, right? But if it's not, then yeah, she could still continue to grow. So I think it's looking at, like, her revenues, looking at her, just her channel altogether. If she's looking at that, she's comparing the way it was when all panelists were there compared to now, she's by herself and all this has transpired, then I would say it's definitely time to rebrand. If it's going down, if it's declining, then I would say it's definitely time to rebrand, because trust and transparency is the number one key here.
Exactly. And I could not agree more. There's always room for rebranding for sure, but then it just takes, like, she has to look at her analytics to see, like, okay, what is actually going wrong, and actually what can I do to make it better. Like I said, it may take a while for people to regain that trust in you, but it could happen for sure. Like, there's always going to be room. Like, a lot of YouTubers have rebranded and they have done well. So there's definitely room. Okay, so we asked, do you guys think that Wiley is getting paid, or do you guys think that she is paying Wiley the same rate that she paid her previous members? And okay, so Chanel does not think Wiley's getting paid. If so, okay, so Chanel thinks that Wiley is not getting paid at all. Let us know what you think. Do you think he's getting paid the same rate or not? If he's just doing this for exposure. Okay, Chanel also wants to know, would we ever join the panel? I know for me, no. I probably will not. I will not join yeah, I probably will not. Lucy, what about you?
I will definitely not join a panel because, again, transparency and trust is the number one key here for me. I'm not sure how, you know, based on all of this that has transpired, and also, like I said, since transparency for me is a big deal, and this avatar has not came out to apologize to a lot of the supporters, and possibly don't feel like she did nothing wrong. At least take some partial accountability to what has transpired, but still we have not gotten anything. So for me, it's a no. I do not want to work with anyone in that manner, because again, it goes against my morals and it goes against my values. So I would decline.
Okay, yeah, definitely for sure. And Ethan, that you brought up another good point. I think it definitely is. He probably is doing it for free now, but for future promises, I think so. He may be doing it for free. He may be getting paid, but I think that maybe she probably did promise him something in the future. So, good point, Ethan. Okay, so let's go ahead and go a little bit more into the chat. Okay, so this also sincere cracking up is he brought up another good question. He says that why is everyone an uproar over the avatar when you have the right to privacy nowadays? Um, I think everyone is in an uproar. Everyone, let's just put it out here. Everyone has the right to be private. Everyone has the right to be private because nowadays, all the things that are going on social media, all that kind of stuff. And you got your family, your job. A lot of people have a lot of things to we all have things to risk and stuff. So I don't mind definitely remaining private and being private. But I think where the problem comes is so the panelists, I think that she should have enough trust in the people who she was working with, at least in order. Yeah, I think that she should have had enough trust in the people who she was working with to reveal herself to the panelists because these people have been with her since January, at least like, oh, hey, this is me. Let me, show them her face or so, or like, maybe FaceTime or something, at least kind of have that common trust. Because let's say, like, if it's someone I'm working with and stuff, yeah, well, I'll FaceTime them and all this kind of, at least have that trust in your panelists because these people have been with you since January. These people have helped you grow your channel. So at least let them know who they are talking to. I think that's where the problem is. And Lucy, you can definitely chime in what your thoughts are on this because, yeah.
Um, I think it's like you said, and I think it definitely has. We definitely have a right to privacy. I totally agree. Because again, like we always say, we have our pictures up here. However, we're not showing our physical self, so we're not so uptight about the avatar not having the right to privacy. I think it's the fact when you are an avatar and you do have you have workers, you don't have any personal information out there, right? But your work and your panelists, they have their information out there. And
Mhm.
something happens and something that could put them in great danger. And everyone obviously have seen them. They have their own platform, they have their own different lives going on, but no one knows nothing about you. And you're putting them in a situation where, it could bring great harm to them. Cyberbullying as such, and just other things. So I think that it's not more so of the avatar. I think it's more so of what happened with the avatar and the workers. At this point, it's not about the avatar, about the privacy. It's more so of the people who are involved, the mistreatment that had happened. Because remember, these people were workers of All About the Tea.
Yeah, so I think we're not too concerned as why she does have her why she is private because that's her choice. But I think it comes with the panelists. At least the panelists should have an idea of who they are actually working with, and also the panelists are always showing their face. They have the information out there. So if something goes wrong, when they are going to be victims of the cyberbullying, the critiques, everything because they have their face, they have everything out there. So I think we're not too concerned on her remaining private, but I think it would be a good courtesy if she did reveal herself to her panelists. So yeah. And let us know what you guys think. Are you guys really big on privacy? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, if you were, let's say, if you are a YouTuber and stuff, or you work in the digital social media platform, what are your thoughts on being private? Let us know because I think this is definitely a good conversation because um, the internet is a bit, you can literally find anything. So, what are your thoughts on privacy? What are your thoughts on that? Are you guys like, what's your thoughts so far on that? Okay, so let's go ahead and get to some of the other comments. Um, yeah, and just like Ethan says that either she's not paying her or she's probably going to make big promises to him in the future. So we were asking, do you guys think that Wiley is going to get paid the same rate that the list was being paid? And most greatest hype woman thinks that knows how much money each video is going to make because he's a YouTuber. He does this. He knows what he's doing. So he knows how much money each video is going to make. So certainly she will have to pay him a little bit more, or she's has made future promises to him. So
Well, if for me, I think based on what has transpired, I don't think I want future promises. If I was Wiley, I would want all of my all whether if it's a future promise, I would want it down now, and I would have it somewhere written down. And if I was smart, I would also ask for a contract as well, just so history doesn't repeat itself. Whether or not if I'm doing it for exposure and not necessarily for pay, I would also have that contract where it could say, okay, I will be on here, this and this. I will get some advantages of having some of the subscribers, some of your supporters, come to my show, and also, whatever it is, whether if it's super chats, all those good stuff. Um, Exactly. Like I said, right, Nisha Price. She wants to be private while sitting online spreading people's business publicly. Exactly. Being like that's what I said. Being private while her workers, their information was out publicly. Exactly. Just does not make any sense. And again, it's also up to the subscriber. And to me, and this is why I played it. And this is why I also have to speak possibly to mediate this situation. If before I start this whole thing, I would actually make sure that I know who I am dealing with. I would want to see the person physically before I get in these type of situation where I feel like whatever I say can be used against me in the future, right? As a panelist, So that's my personal opinion. I mean, I don't think some of them did care whether or not she was an avatar, whether or not they haven't seen her. That's their own personal choice. But for me, I would want to see who I'm dealing with, right? That's just to be fair. If you can see me, I want to see you. Um, so I agree. Nisha Price question: Why did he choose her to be a co-host? Are you saying why? Sincere cracking up. Are you saying why did she choose Wiley to be a co-host? I think that's what she's saying. Why was her choice to be her co-host? That's a good question. That is a good question. That's what me and Sim were also saying earlier. Why out of all of the big YouTubers, the people that have joined her panel, like GJ Richie Sky, even Funky, who else? Just some of the other YouTubers, like maybe Tasha K, possibly. Why didn't she invite them to be the co-host? Is it because maybe they don't want to be involved in all of this? Is it because they don't want to ruin their credibility? Is there something that they know that we don't know? It's just like okay, so yes, so there is just a lot of things. Okay, so there's just a lot of things that we could look at it from different ways. What if Tasha K used Wiley? Carmelie says, what if Tasha K used Wiley as a spy to? Oh, Sin, look at this question. What if What if Tasha K used Wiley as a spy to take down her competition? Avatar of All About the Tea.
wow. Carmelie, you may just be onto
You
something.
may be onto something. Wow, we
Wow.
love these ideas, like these kind of questions that get us like investigate like that. Those are, I mean, these is not being messy, but it's very a logical question. We
It's
like we
it's a
like
logical
questions where we
question.
think outside the box.
Yeah, like we like to have like logical conversation. I like that you know, what if, because it really gets you thinking like, out of everybody, like let's think, come on guys, like, let's think. Out of everybody she can get to co-host her panel. And that's no, you know, Wiley has, because he does go live, he does talk about celebrity news. Out of everyone who previously, so that's definitely a
Oh, Sin. Oh, she's breaking up. Sin. Okay, so you may have to have her finish her thoughts because she seems to be breaking up. I really do want to hear what she has to say. I think she has a good point. Um. Oh, let's see. She may have to come back in. She was just saying something really valuable. Sin. Sin. Oh, wait, let me see something. Okay, so yeah, some of these are all really good questions. Okay, I think she's gonna come back in. I just want her to finish her thought. I think again, what she had was a good point. So we're still gonna pin this question because I do also want to. I have something to say about that too. Um, yes, sincere. I'm getting work. She's gonna get taken care of because it was a little choppy a little bit. I think she's coming in and out. So she's definitely gonna have that taken care of. So Karma Lee, we're still on this question. We're still on this question. Um, I mean, do you think that could possibly be the case here? Do you think it's going to that's the case in this situation that is what's actually happening? Okay. Let's see. Is there a really competition on YouTube? So I guess I'll just say what I think. I mean, I think that that's definitely a good observation. It could possibly be that because it seems like Tasha K. Um, it also seems that she's also playing it safe as well. Like, no one has really came out to really defend the avatar. All these big name YouTubers, none of them has seen, it's like they don't want to get in the midst of it. Because again, it could ruin their credibility. It could be like, some of them have these sponsorships. Some of them are doing a lot of like promotion and stuff. So they don't want to have that attached to their brand, and which is totally understandable. So it could possibly be that she doesn't want to get involved, and she could only, and then Wiley is the midman in here that they feel like, okay, what if I send Wiley to to collect some information, right? So that could possibly be a good way where we can look at this. Um, Tasha K defended the avatar, so there shouldn't be issue. Your thoughts, ladies? Tasha K defended the Avatar. I mean, yeah, she may have defended the Avatar, but it could possibly be that. And I did see like a clip of that she defended the Avatar, but I don't think it's she defended the Avatar. I think it could possibly, because she could be playing it safe here. It could be something that she's just trying to pretend that she's defending her, but also she has like there was a Karma Lee said it could be that possibly that she's using Wiley to collect some information. So that could possibly be the case. Now, Sin, are you okay? Because you were saying something, we didn't hear you because it was coming in and out. You were sharing your thoughts about Carmeli's question. We didn't hear you, was coming in and out. The answer to Carmeli's question, your thoughts on that?
Can you hear me? I'm sorry, it was like connection. Can you hear me?
Okay, now you're good. Yes. So you were saying something about Carmelie, like the question that's posted on there. It's a lot of questions. We'll get to it.
Yeah, I was saying definitely I really like Carmelie, like her thinking on this because I mean like out of all people that has worked with that has been on her panel, out of all people, why another YouTuber who also goes live almost every day and who have and the people like the Dinevas and also the Richie Skies, like people with large platform, why did she not ask them to host with her?
Exactly. Exactly.
So or it could just be like Wally was probably the only person that was really supported her throughout this whole thing. She just felt maybe let me just go ahead and um, have him as a cast. So we can definitely look at it both ways for sure. We definitely can look at it both ways. Um, Okay, so it's Ethan. He said that he wonders if the old panels were shocked to see Wally up there, if they always knew behind the scenes he had something, he's been trying to get on or something. I don't know, maybe. I'm not sure. I wonder if they even knew about Wally and stuff. So I'm not sure if they were shocked or not. Okay, so we're gonna try to get to a little bit of some of the comments. Okay, so I think this is pertaining to, so we asked a few questions on here if you are just now coming in. So the first question we asked is, do you guys think that the avatar is paying Wiley the same rate as she might have been paying the previous members? That's the first question. And the second question is, are you big on privacy? Like, if you are definitely a YouTuber, if you are into the social media world and stuff, how big are you on privacy? And we answer those questions, what our thoughts are on those. We would love to hear from you. So I guess this is Abdashid, and please, I may be pronouncing it wrong, but just let me know. Okay, so she thinks that um okay, we've been what she sewed. If she was so, people would be trying to figure out so actively. I definitely feel like privacy, and we said privacy is big for us, but I think that you should have enough trust in the people you are working with, to at least show them like, oh, this is me, so they can know who they are working with. Because the panelists, they actually put their face out there, the identity out there. So if anything happens, or if anybody, anything happens, or anything that they say on the channel, it's gonna fall to the panels because their face is out there, their information is out there, and the avatar is just, she's just an avatar, so they don't know who exactly she is. So I think that it is a big thing, but at least the panelists should know who they are working with, right? Okay. So, okay. Mm. Oh, okay.
Oh, these
That
questions are going by so fast. Where it's
they
just
are, yeah. We're gonna have to try to go back. Okay, that's interesting, Gloria. Definitely. We're gonna have to check it out. That's definitely interesting. Okay, so it looks like, definitely okay. It looks like the avatar is being identified, but yeah, we don't know too much about them. We are talking about, do y'all think privacy is important? We'll definitely have to check that out. Okay, Abby Shed once again said, is there really competition on YouTube? The spectrum is so wide. And that is definitely a good question. Is there really competition on YouTube? I Okay. Lucy, what are your thoughts on that?
is there really competition on YouTube? The spectrum is so wide. It could possibly be competition on YouTube,
If you
especially if
you make it a competition, but if
if you
you're
make it right. If you make it a competition, Because sometimes people compete based on if they, like the contents they're coming out. It could be someone else who has that same content, and they're growing. It could possibly be that if you guys share the same contents, and again, if like for instance, like with All About the Tea, they do a lot of like reality shows. They do a lot of reportings. It could be someone else who comes up with the same stories, right? And it could be that they have more supporters, or they may have more like stars who gravitate to them, who like to come for their who come to their show to support them. Possibly, super chats are also one where it could also turn into a competition with things like this. If they have more people, like if they interview more celebrities, or if they have more celebrities come to their platforms, that could be where you could see a competition.
For sure, definitely would see. Definitely,
Hi,
I think that,
Marcella. Hi, Oh, okay. Hi, Marcella. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. We have to get a. Oh man. Oh, I feel like we're forgetting so many. We've been out so many things. These are some interesting things that we're seeing on these comment sections. OMG. Hi, Marcella. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay. Marcella says Wiley was sent to seek and destroy. On Nosy Page, AK came out to reveal the real cartoon character. Wow, we've been hearing about that. We've been checking it out, but however, we may have to go back and revisit this. Oh no, the HK came out to reveal the real cartoon character. Wow. Okay. All right. It's 118 of you all here. Please give the video a thumbs up, and also subscribe as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
yeah. Hey,
Okay.
Marcella, we're definitely gonna go check that out for sure. But like we were asking, for former panelists, did you guys know about Wiley before, or did y'all like? Is he just now coming to the scene? Were you guys aware? Were they close? Like, what was the backhand or the back history with Wiley? You know.
Right. So Ethan Wayne said, I wonder if the old parents were shocked to see Wiley up there, if they always knew behind the scenes that he had been trying to get on or something.
And
Oh,
that's what prompted my question, because it was Ethan's great analysis. That's what prompted my question. Like, did the old panelists know about Wiley, and were they shocked that he is a panelist?
hmm. I don't know if they're shocked, but I don't think so much of they. Oh, that's actually a good question. Because now I'm thinking about the way he was talking down on Ples and all of that stuff. But that kind of reminds me, have Wiley, has he ever reviewed the show? Was he ever talked about all about the tea on his show? I can't really I don't really get into that much of his show, but he's from the beef sector. He's on the new reality show about the beef sector. Okay, interesting. Okay. So as we know, he's part of the beef sector. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff about checking. Okay, we will do just that. We will do just that. I'm trying to get to some of these comments. She's just sweeping. She wasn't so evil. People wouldn't be trying to figure her out so actively. Didn't she put out all pleasant? Exactly. Monique was just exposed on Nosy Page by one of her sorority sisters. She's criminal. Oh, by the way, she's like, okay. Oh, wow. Yes. Alleged avatar has been revealed by former. So, oh, wow.
So
Wow, wow,
Lucy,
wow.
Lucy, is she part of your sorority?
Um, I believe I don't know, so I'm not gonna comment too much on that. Again, these are all alleged, so I'm gonna have to look that up on on my free time, and I won't. I'll just reserving my comment as of right now. So I don't know exactly, right? I'll have to do some more digging. Um, is there really a competition? Okay, we answered that. I thought it was obvious that he would be a panelist. Oh wow, Renee, why do you think so? Why do you think so? Why was it before all of this transpired? Give us your thoughts. Why? Tosh K defended the avatar. Okay, we've actually covered this. Tosh K defended officer. There's okay, like and subscribe since here you are. Everybody show. Where's your Bob boy Ren? Okay, since you are in everybody's chat, where's your boy? Okay, who are you? Leave me alone, cause keep using that same line. Get it? Hey guys, please keep it respectful. Please keep it respectful in the comment section. So just let her views go check out it, and that's how I started going over there. Tasha needs to have more to say since she said that on her live. Exactly, M. Shante. That's what I'm saying. Like she didn't really say much. Tasha K didn't say much, right? She didn't come out and say okay. She was just kind of playing the fence as well. She didn't say, oh, okay, I agree with her this, I agree with her that. No, I don't think Tasha K really said much, honestly. TK's original of hardcore issues. Monica was talking down so-called goat. Why would TK send her a guy? Sincere, I think you are great. Love your opinion. Okay, great. I love that. I'm staying at this point. We can't hear her, so it's a little hard to listen to the show. Okay.
Okay, I think this.
Go ahead, Sin.
Yeah, so guys, please remain respectful. Please, we asked a few questions. Let us know your thoughts. So please just try to remain respectful, especially in the chat as well, too. For sure, please remain respectful. And also, okay, so where were we? Okay, so here it is. Okay, so my kiddo thinks Wally is a clout chaser. Okay, so Jazz thinks so. Jazz, are you trying to say that he probably has called in before to the show? Is that what you're trying to say? Wally has called in before the show? Oh, hey, Christopher. He said, greetings, Queens. New sub, listen from the bushes. Okay. What else? There's so many. I'm just gonna try to go down. Maybe to get more subs. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's what you're trying to say, Jazz? Okay. That makes sense. Okay, and this is a question that I asked everybody in the beginning. And for those who are coming in, do you guys think that if you watched the show yesterday, do you guys think Wiley looked uncomfortable? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Do you guys feel like he looked uncomfortable?
At this point, I think we just need to pray for Wiley, right? Let's pray for our brother Wiley.
Yes, so absolutely he is. My kiddo said unfortunately he's being used. I think so too. Okay, do y'all also think he has a contract? For those who are coming in, we asked that in the beginning. Do you guys think Wiley has a contract with the Avatar? Do y'all think he does? Let us know, because we kind of felt like because he is really big on YouTube, definitely for sure. I mean, he's into YouTube, and so he should know how much each video is gonna make. So I think that she probably would have to have a contract. Okay, so Jazz Sorrell says that no, but but an NDA. So you don't think he has a contract, but an NDA. Okay, okay. I do think maybe not a contract, but if he's smart, he'll definitely have a contract just to know, just see how everything went. And there's someone else who I like their Okay, so I'm guessing Mercedes. This was the response to the question where I asked, "Do y'all think Wiley looked shot?" In Mercedes, I guess you're saying there's no chemistry between him and the Avatar, and I absolutely could not have agreed more. I did not. I reading Wiley's body language, he looks absolutely uncomfortable. When it comes to his own channel, he's like, he seems comfortable, but he looked absolutely uncomfortable yesterday. Zero chemistry whatsoever. Yes, zero chemistry whatsoever. Zero chemistry whatsoever. I think it's gonna definitely make it really, really hard for the panel moving on if he is a part of the panel. So, any thoughts, Lucy?
That's a good question. I mean, these are all really good questions. Wiley has no character teaming with Monica trashing Plaz. Yes, exactly. It could possibly be that it could possibly that he's just trying to again just grow his channel. That's just over. That's what I think. So Christopher W said, I don't know if you went over this. Wiley's a pretty good guy. I've only been in a beef sector a year and a half, but I've heard he has come a long way character wise. Okay, that's good. It's all about growth. Okay, that's good. I'm pretty sure.
And what is the beef sector? Okay, I think Dr. Blue she told us what the beef sector is. Okay. I guess they have celebrity sector and the beef sector. Okay. And I think Lucy, there was a question you wanted to ask about why do y'all call Wiley Coyote?
Yeah, so why do you all see? Yeah, so I mean we could be missing this. Why do a lot of people call Wiley Coyote? Please drop that in the chat because I don't understand why.
We don't. Yeah, I know they say like Wiley Coyote, but what is why do y'all call him that? Okay, Avishai wants to know what the beef sector is.
Okay. Okay, so we see. Okay, so we're not really gonna post this up here, but we're seeing. Okay, because of his eyes, it's cartoon character. Okay, the cartoon from Looney. Okay, so you got so he's called Wiley Coyote because of the. Is it because of his character? Is that why they're calling him a cartoon character? He's Looney Tunes. Is that why? And please, we're not trying to like be malicious or anything. Like we said, it's just the fact that we don't know why he's being called that. Okay.
Okay, so okay, so Abishai, this is what the beef. It's a sector that beef. Oh, okay. So that's the beef sector. So maybe okay, that makes sense. So if he did come from the beef sector, that means that he probably wants to get into more celebrity news. So that's like his transition.
That's probably why. Yeah, that's probably why he's yeah. Because I think I remember one time it was mentioned that he wanted to really get into more celebrity news and like do some reality show reviews. So yes, that could also be a reason because I believe I was watching one of his shows, one of his lives, and he mentioned that.
Yeah. Okay, so some people are saying that we must be under 35 or we must be young. We don't know the coyote from Looney Tunes. Honestly, guys, we're familiar definitely with Looney Tunes, but we hear all the time coyote, coyote. We're just like, what does that exactly mean? But okay, put some,
I mean, we know the Looney Tunes, the coyote. We know that, but it's just the fact that we want to hear your perspective on why a lot of people call him Wile E. Coyote.
Okay, so if Wally does come from the beef sector on YouTube, then Monica, sorry, the Avatar guys, the Avatar says that she only does celebrity news, celebrity got all that kind of stuff. This is probably his transition to going into that whole celebrity news world. So yeah. Okay. Mike Kittle said he has done some damage outside the sector in the sector. But okay, so do y'all think he's gonna like him being associated with, all about the tea, he is slowly transitioning into celebrity world, or he's just gonna remain in the beef sector? Stay away from the beef, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna call her out on her show about hiding behind that avatar. She hasn't had me on since. Oh wow. Yes, he kind of tired of all the dragging and chaotic beyond roasting behavior and worked his way up to ladder towards more celebrity style commentary. And he has done quite well. Awesome. That's good. That's good. Nosys live right on Stories to Serve. Okay, definitely we'll catch up on that. Thank you so much. He wants to move outside of the beef sector. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with transitioning when it comes to things like this, right? It's all about growth. So if he wants to do that, I guess it makes all sense, but don't, discredit, things that you know nothing about. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, yes. Danger to stay away out of beef sector for sure. The beef sector for sure. You are pretty much out of the beef sector. I am joining all about it is just more experience for his channel, which is dope. That's what YouTube is for, promoting your brand. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. That is awesome. We're happy for Wiley. That's all. It's all about growth. Why do you use Jovi section A section? He's a copycat. Why did he use? Okay. Wiley comes out as a wishy-washy in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, funny. Yeah, so it's a lot of it's
How
a
are we
lot of
funny? So much death. We're funny. No, because how are we funny?
yeah, we're just trying to things that we know nothing, and we're just trying to, you know, get some information.
Okay, so people are saying he has moved out of beef. Okay, so now we get an idea for those who don't know what the beef sector is, now we get an idea. So maybe this is just his transition out of the beef sector. So this is, kind of get an idea of what's actually like going on. Okay, so do y'all expect any more new panelists and stuff? Do y'all expect any more new panelists? Or anything? And I think there's 111 of you guys on here. Please, if you have not already liked this video, make sure you like this video. Also, make sure you subscribe to this video as well, guys. Make sure you like and make sure you subscribe. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna check out the whole, hold on, definitely gonna check out the whole investigation as far El Nosy channel. We're definitely gonna check it out for sure. Um, Okay, remain teachable. You have to go back to, you got to rewind a little bit. So they explained to us what the beef sector was. You got to maybe rewind back. Or maybe you can like look in the chat for sure. You can just look in the chat. So they taught us what the beef, we got to kind of idea what the beef sector was or is. And also we feel like this may be Wiley's transition from the beef sector to celebrity. Yes, guys. Okay, so let's look at some of the. Okay, so I'm yodeling said that I wish I could love your post sisters. They are like a wind down from the chaos. Well, thank you. We definitely try to be, from look at things from different standpoints for sure, for sure. We're just all having fun. Like, guys, don't take it too seriously. We're all just having fun for sure. Okay, guys. Any last minute thoughts? So I'm gonna share the link, and we just want to hear your last minute thoughts on. We're gonna shoot a few questions we have in mind, so let's hear your thoughts on that. So we're gonna share the links, and yeah. So the first question is one: Do you think that Wiley is currently being compensated for his work on, All About the Team? And also, do you think that there's a contract, right? So, one, do you think he's being properly compensated? Two, do you think there's a contract? And three, do you think that he was uncomfortable, he looked nervous, or you think he was being himself? So let us know. I shared the link. So let us know what your thoughts are. And then we are definitely going to go ahead and end this video nice and properly. And yeah, so let us know what your thoughts are on that. So let me make sure I share. To this. Oh, hey, we have a new sub here. So much, Deb. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. And if you have not already subscribed, make sure like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, so it seems like a lot of people are just saying he's definitely being compensated by promotion and also, yeah, pretty much by promotion and stuff. Okay, definitely for sure.
Yes, for sure, for sure. What do you mean it's only no beef because he has no content? I hear a lot of people say that he has no content, but what do you mean by he has no content? Like, he seems to be bringing out a lot of stuff.
Christopher, are you a YouTuber? Christopher W. Okay, I think you've been the one that's been answering all of it. Yeah. Um, you've been the one that's been answering this a lot. You definitely feel like you did have a nervous laugh, and I felt the same way too. And if he is being compensated, it's with a little De Niro. Wow, my kid, you were so funny. Oh my gosh, you were just so funny. Okay, so if we are not gonna get any if we are, let's see, how long have we been on here for almost an hour and a half? But yeah, so I'm hearing there's a lot of chats in here, and it okay. Hold on just a second. Um okay, Sincere Kraken, can you open up your camera? I haven't added you to the stream yet. I just want to see your face. Okay, perfect. Okay, now you can. All good. All right, what's up, Sincere Cracking?
My apologies for earlier. What happened in the chat? I apologize 100%.
Yeah. No problem. Oh, thank you, my kiddo. Yes, you have been seriously on this. You've been on it this whole time with your analysis, and I love to hear what your input and stuff, especially like when it comes to like what we have observed. So for sure, love to hear, and thank you for the super chat, my kiddo, too. Okay, so Sincere Kraken, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing real good.
Good, good, good. Okay, so our two questions we wanted to know is do you feel like Wiley's being properly compensated? Or like yeah, so first question, do you feel like he's being compensated and why?
I think he's being compensated just because of him joining the panel at all. You know what I'm saying? There's some type of, incentive he's getting for being on it. He's not doing that for free. That's just my opinion.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, and he is a YouTuber, so he knows how much people are going to be making for sure. So you feel like he's being compensated?
Yes, I do agree with that.
Okay, do you think it's the same amount the previous panelists were being compensated, or do you feel like it's
I don't know. It could just vary. I don't know. It could be 50-50. Like I don't know. It's all between them two at this point.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, so the next question is, do you think there's a contract?
Oh, definitely a contract. Just because they're two creators, I definitely think there's some type of contract.
Hmm. Hmm. So there wasn't. I don't think from what was revealed, there was no contract when it comes to the previous panels. Do you think that there was a contract?
I think there was a contract. Only reason why I say I think there's a contract just because he's another content creator. That's why I think that.
Okay, okay. So you think that she is going to, because he's another content creator, so the way she's going to, she's going to maybe be a little bit different the way she works with him because he is a content creator?
Yes, yes. I this is just my opinion. I think that as him being like a content creator, she's like actually having him there for like exposure. You know what I'm saying? Because of the downfall.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It seems like she might be having him there because he can bring in another spectrum of YouTube to like be there for her.
I definitely agree. It's definitely promotion for sure. It's definitely for promotion. If it's for like $200-300, I don't think that's what it's for. I think that Wiley is. I mean, he's been in this platform for he's been in YouTube for how long? So I think that he definitely knows how it works. Of course, he's not that. You know, he's not that. I don't know what the term to use it, but I'm pretty sure he knows
Yep,
the ins and
I
outs of
agree.
all of it.
Yep, yep, yep. Okay, I think any more questions? What are your thoughts on, we're gonna just, because on this live we're only talking about Wiley joining the panel. So what are your thoughts on him joining the panel overall? Oh, you're kind of breaking up,
Look
Sincere
at it.
Crack.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, and it's like for me, it's like 50-50. He could be using it for exposure, or he could really be just doing it from the kindness of his heart and looking out for another content creator and just be like, I see that they have a falling out. Let me show her how this works because she's fairly new.
Mm-hmm. So you think he's gonna show her loyalty?
Show her loyalty. I think he is going to show her loyalty.
Okay. 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 Loyalty takes. Okay. Well, good to know. Good to know. So yeah, I think those are definitely good points. Definitely good, valid points. And like I said, we're definitely going to anything that's happened pertaining to any updates or anything. We are. We're going to update you all for sure. Definitely updating. We're going to have a talk about it and pretty much give our thoughts on what we see. What we see for sure.
I do want to say
Yeah.
this. Can I say this? The
What?
only way that they're gonna know, the only way they're gonna know who's behind that avatar if like legal action is taken. That's the only way anybody's gonna really find out at this point.
Yeah, I think that he definitely has that in order. Oh, okay. And I think I have another question for you. I think definitely, if legal actions and stuff were taken, they we'll definitely know. But it looks like some people, it looks like it's been you know hold on. Sorry, I'm like reading some in the chat. I mean, it looks like people have an idea on who it could be. Like I said, I we don't have any idea who it could be. But yeah. So yeah, we don't know. Okay, so
Yeah.
Wiley is loyal to money only. Wait, but oh, my kiddo too. Wiley said he's only loyal to money. Okay, I mean, I hope he's definitely getting compensated. I hope he's for sure getting compensated. For sure.
So Tahir, what did you think about the last night's show with did you catch the live last night?
I didn't catch last night's show because it's like after a while, this whole drama is like dragging out so much. So I kind of like to like stay away from it unless I see somebody like you guys that I support talking about it.
Right. And the thing is we try to not to like make it so like so malicious or so like we're taking sides or anything. I think we try to kind of like bring some of the critical points because we do watch it at some point and we try to pinpoint some of the stuff that we do see and we feel like it could be something we could talk about and just hear everyone's opinion and not so much of like being messy or trying to like bring one person down or just like no, it's just all a fun thing and it's just like we really ask critical questions that I think that a lot of us can learn from.
I agree.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so
then to dig more into the issue. Yeah,
what do you feel about how do you feel about her? I think if you were here earlier, we expressed our thoughts on when it comes to privacy. How do you feel about the avatar remaining to stay private? Like how do you feel about that?
I feel like this. She should be able to have the right to have her privacy. I don't think anybody should be going out there looking who's behind the avatar because it's like if you want to see that avatar's face, then you got to ask for everybody's face that's an avatar online then.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I definitely feel like so this is where our stance are when it comes to definitely privacy. Yes, she should have the right to remain private as she should, but it's a problem where the people you are working with, it's a problem when the people who you're working with and who really instill some kind of trust in you. They haven't seen your face. They don't know how you look like. All these kind of things. I think that yes, you can choose to remain private when it comes to, the public and stuff, but at least have some kind of trust in the people you are working with. Because let's say, okay, if me and let's say if we have like, core panelists or whatever, yes, they're gonna know how we look like. They're gonna definitely know a lot about us since they're gonna know, how we look like FaceTime and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think it's a problem. But and then another thing that we have to bring up is when there is, let's say something was said in the panelists, right? And you have all of the panel members, they're showing their face. Those panelists, their information is out there. So they're going to be the one that's going to be attacked. They're going to be the one that's going to be ashamed. They're going to be the one that people are going to go after because they're actually showing their face. You know what I'm saying? Like they're actually showing their face.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of like their fault because, like, if the host never showed their face, then they should have looked at it like, okay, then I'm not going to show my face to the world. I'm just going to follow the person's lead that's in charge of the show.
Okay.
Exactly.
So we
Okay.
have, I'm so sorry. So we have a lot of people in the chat that are really saying, and then, Sincere, you bring up a different perspective. So we also want to hear some of you guys' perspective too, if you guys want to, join this conversation as well and also share your viewpoints. Because Sincere does have his own stance in this. So please do call in. I believe Sin shared the Sin, if you want to drop down the link again, that'll be fine. If you want to call in, please do. We really want to hear your perspective, because we see a lot of people, chatting, have their own thoughts about this as well. Okay, sorry, go ahead. Okay, so another person, so Karma Lee says, did she respect Plez's right to privacy? So Sincere, what do you think about that? Since
Yeah, like, what privacy did she? I don't get it. She just.
I'm sorry, you're cutting up on us. You're cutting up on us. Sorry, you're cutting up on us. Sincere.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah, you're clear.
Okay. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, she did wrong, which what she did to Plez, but Plez already knew that it was an avatar when she was on that show, on that channel.
I do have to agree. I said that before. I do have to agree. They all knew it was an avatar. That's what I said, unless they've seen her in person. But I do have to agree about that.
That's why I asked you guys that question. Like, why is it such an uproar about an avatar when everybody knew it was an avatar from the jump?
Okay.
Right.
I think this also brings up another good question too that's just been lingering in my head. So, okay, would you all be in a panel where you didn't know how, like you're showing your face, but you didn't know how like the person is? If you like it, like in a committed panel, would y'all be would y'all be a part of that panel?
I would.
Lucy?
I said, I've answered that question when you asked earlier. I wouldn't be in a anything where I have to, because I when I think about the show, they're saying a lot of things that could possibly put a lot of people in danger, right? They're giving their perspective when it comes to the TI and Tiny situation. There's a lot, like the Apple Watts. Like, no one knows who the avatar is, but however, they do know who the panelists are. So at this point, let's say for Schoolboy, who was just in Atlanta, if someone wanted to really, just do something, and I'm not saying, something's happened for Schoolboy, but I'm just giving an example. They knew she was on a panel, right? Let's say someone was to see her and really get at her. They would do that because they know she was part of the panel and she was part of the people who really talked about and dished out their information. So for me, I would not work with someone who I have not seen their face, or no, I wouldn't do it.
Yet, and there's 132 people in here, so make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. And it looks like So Much Dev brings up another point. He said he wouldn't mind, and yeah, so he said he wouldn't mind. So see, it just shows that everyone has a different perspective when it comes to this. Okay, shout out to another person that's been really dropping a lot of good different perspective on here. So Karma Lee said, "No way, I've learned a lesson from all of this." I think for sure we can all learn a lesson from all of this, for sure.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Why didn't like all the panelists like come together since they was working for this person and ask who's behind that screen? Like, who am I really working for? I never understood that.
And that's a good question. I feel that's a question that I don't think I wonder if did they ever answer any of those questions? Because that's a really interesting question. Like if it, if it has gotten this far, why, and you guys had so much to say after this, like why, why wasn't that a question in the beginning? So I don't know. I do want some of them to really come out and make it clear to us, because I think that's a good question.
So I think they
And the
okay,
reason,
so there's someone else. So hey, just Letta. Hopefully I'm saying it right. You said you wouldn't because you had okay, hold on. There's another comment that you posted. It wasn't this one. Oh, there's something else. Okay, here it is. So just Letta said, I don't know what the president of my company looks like on site, and that has no impact on my job.
But
And
I think that's and I totally agree with you. I totally everyone has their right to their own perspective. I think that's different because again, you are in a situation where you don't know this person. You're in the social platform. You are out there. You are seen to everyone, right? You are seen to everyone. This and reminds you, this is a time where the pandemic is going on, right? Everyone was either tuning to YouTube, all these social media. Everyone was like confined in one space, and social media, like YouTube, was what a lot of people relied on to keep them like company. But think about it when you have these kind of topics, right? Where you're giving your thoughts, right? You're saying how you feel about this celebrity, or where some things that may not be true. You're engaging in that conversation. You're providing your own opinion, like. And some people don't like that. Some of these celebrities are human just like us. They don't like stuff like that. They don't like, for you to be gathering around, messing up their family, or if this or this. So yeah, so that's just so I think they just took a big risk there.
mhm, for sure. And once again, so much Dev, hello. He says that it would feel a little bit more personable to show your face, but some people are camera shy and it's easier to get up and talk once you see yourself. You become less conscious. I absolutely agree. Some people are definitely camera shy. I think that listen, the avatar has a right to remain private if she chooses to, but I think when it comes to the panelists, I definitely feel like that's something that she could have revealed herself to the panelists because it just makes it feel more personable. But yeah. All right. Any last minute thoughts since you're cracking? And we are any last minute thoughts?
I mean, I just want to see it be all over. Let them go on with their life, and let's just see where we can go from here at this point.
Absolutely, absolutely. I do definitely want to see what is going to happen next as far as, if she does, I really just want her to just apologize to the family for sure.
And I love your
I just
page.
want
I love your page.
oh, thank you, Sincere Kraken. Thank you.
Thank
Oh
you.
my
But
gosh.
I'm gonna.
Thank you so much, Sincere Kraken. And once again, come back another time for whenever we are talking about this and we love to hear your opinion. So you are always welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so there's someone who brought up a good point, and I feel like this is a point um Lucy was making. Sensitive topics were covered in that show. If all panel members were not showing their faces, then I would not work in an environment like that. Who wants to be exposed to potential danger? Thank you. Thank you, Edith Ojo. Yes, yes, I think that's definitely the point that Lucy was making.
Yes, that's what exactly. A lot of sensitive information was shared on there. And again, it's also up to the panelists, their decision whether or not they want to be on that panel, knowing that these were insensitive information. So again, a lot of these things were up to their was up to them, but it was also the avatar's responsibility to also protect, especially the information of those for her.
The panelists, yeah, it was definitely the avatars because this is her platform. It was her responsibility to also protect them as well, too. Just as she is protecting herself, it's also right for her to protect them when situations like this come along, And okay, LO, thank you. Great conversation as Sisters Talk. Lots of great input. Thank you so much. Okay, so Just Letty brings up another good point. If they didn't require her face when it all started, then why is the issue now? I think that the issue now is we didn't know, or they didn't know that this was like something, sometimes when things are happening, you don't really think about what the consequences may be. I feel like they just didn't know that this is going to turn out how it is. Sometimes when you instill a lot of trust in people, you just don't know what they are capable of, So, yeah.
And someone actually made a good point as well. Someone said, oh, great conversation. Okay, you already read that. Someone said they should just came across the live. Hey, Darlene Wilkins. Thank you so much. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and also subscribe. Thank you so much. Someone said they should just call in. I agree. No panel, just call in. Exactly. I think for future sakes, just don't do panels. Just call in. Just do a call in, right? And it was a nice little gig to, when the pandemic was going on, some people didn't really have much going on. It was a good thing, to give them a little bit income, right? Like, that's a nice thing to do. Like, pay them, whether if it was $200, $300, that's a little bit, that's gas money. That could go for something. So I really show her generosity in doing that. Yes, thank you so much, Sincere. Thank you so much for your support. There definitely was uncharted territory. It was a lot of things that happened. I think a lot of people, everyone has something to learn from this. Whether if you're a panelist, hey, B-Stokes, hey. Thank you so much, Darlene.
Yeah, I hope you guys, we kind of brought in some good conversation for us to have. We just definitely tried to look at this in different perspectives and stuff. So hopefully this sparks some things to think about for sure. When it comes to, do you think he has a contract? Would you have a contract if you were in that position? I know we said we were, and how important is privacy? So those are the two things we try to definitely get get at when we are having this conversation, is how important is privacy for you when it comes to social media, and also how important is contract for you. Although, when you are coming into a panel, how important is that for you? Those are some of the two topics we were definitely trying to hone in on in this live. It's privacy, contract, and would you want to be compensated when you are going into these kind of when you are, especially when it comes to Wiley, should he be compensated? How much is he currently being compensated? Is he being compensated the same amount? So those are the three main points we really wanted to get into. All right, so we are going to go ahead and we've been on here for almost 2 hours. So make sure if you have not liked this video, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you're just now joining on in the conversation, make sure you start back from the beginning. We definitely did go through a lot. And I hope you guys had fun and we chit chat. Definitely tune in. We will try to update you guys on anything else we see that we feel like, oh, this would be a good conversation for all of us to have. So I hope you guys had a good conversation and, we brought up good points. So, yeah.
Oh, wait, so I guess to your question, there's some people on a chat that are, I think,
Oh,
while about his privacy, his arrest for destroying libraries everywhere. No offense, but he doesn't have much worthwhile to contribute to society. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, that is saying I saw my face on my channel, and if you invite people on your social, there's no privacy. I'm sure he has a contract. That's one thing I think they learned. Agree. Awesome, Miss G. Awesome. I have made myself believe the advertiser apologize and pay restitution behind the scenes. The truth will come out soon. Oh wow, Carlo, how do you think so? Hmm. I have made okay, so why do you think why do you think so? I didn't want to hear Carla's perspective. Carla, why do you think that she's paid restitution behind the scenes? Why do you think so and apologize? Do you think that she's apologized to Ples behind the scenes? Like what why do you think that? Okay, so they were always guests not on the panel. Why would they want to? That is her channel. She used not so big YouTube before. They would be big ones. Need to be on our channel every day. Nobody's saying that anything in these days. The panelists. Okay, so I'm not under Pinky Yummy. I'm trying to understand what you were saying. Could you clarify that? It seems like a good point though. Could you clarify that possibly? There definitely is, kiddo. There's definitely is a lot of legal things going on here. I think once that whole thing transpired with Ples, I think that it started adding more and more things started to come out. I think people got into the mix, and I think that's where the legal issues, a lot of things happen. Because I feel like after that whole thing, I feel like it could have been a done deal. Maybe apologized and went about everyone's way. But I think because there was no apology and that Schoolboy went on live to like reveal a lot of things, I felt like it all just transpired. Exactly, dumb. So exactly, like there's no apologies, like there's no accountability. That's exactly right. Yes, kiddo. That's exactly why this thing has gone so far because there's no um, public apology. There is no accountability that says, you know what, I'm sorry. This is what I did, and this is what I'm gonna do to make everything right moving on forward, and especially for your subscribers and your supporters. So I think it's again first the transparency, accountability for me. Um, I believe so. I believe that they all live in Is it Louisiana that they live? Uh, don't quote me on this, but I believe it's Louisiana that they all live. The state that they all live, Louisiana. Yes, yes, yes. Exactly. Wasn't there also a point where she was paying the day panel versus the night panel? Wasn't there a thing? Wasn't that true? Wasn't that confirmed somewhere? Right. She paid. Oh, go ahead, Sid.
Oh, I think. Hold on. Okay, so Dama say what? Hey, Damo. Okay, so Dama's saying that what's stupid is she's going to have to send that 1099 at the end of the year. They were her employees, so she will be revealed. I'm not sure if they had a contract or not. Maybe it's just like, cash up kind of thing, but it is definitely something she would definitely have to write. Um, And who knows? Maybe if it's been squashed behind the scenes, maybe she did apologize, but we just don't know. We just don't know. Some people just like to move in silence. So,
If he has been squashed behind the scenes, he will never have closure. But the panelists may already have it. Think about it with the stipulation of asylum. Okay. That's a good point, Carla. That's a good point. That's a good point. Um, yeah, and call in. The link is right there. We really want you guys to call in some of the topics that we really covered. Regarding the privacy, some of the topics like privacy. Would you go on the panel without any contract or without any type of like um incentive? So yeah, so drop, share, join the conversation. That would really be, that's what I was, me and Sam were actually talking. We were like, why haven't they actually gone to really all join up and possibly make like a really maybe, yeah, like make, just talk about something, maybe talk about join, like do a show together, or have a conversation about like this whole thing. That would be nice. Oh, okay, so much that, oh wow, we should get better. Okay. Yeah. So I think that don't you think of that man apologize behind the scenes, that she would be out there um, telling everyone what she done to get the subscribers back? Don't you think if the maniac had apologized behind the scenes, she would be out here telling everyone was she done to get subscribers back? True. I know they all have their own channels. Yeah, they have their own individual channels. That's true. That's true. I wonder if Wiley, for instance, since he's on the show now, if okay, let me just I know what I'm going to say. I'm just not going to actually say that. I may have to rephrase that. So yeah, but all in all, we really wish him well. I think he's going to do great with being a part of the panel. Hopefully that it helps him grow his channel. So I think that's definitely one thing for sure that he's probably looking to get into, is to grow his channel. So yeah, we really do appreciate you guys. We really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much again for joining us. We really appreciate the love and support. We are going to close it right about now. Very true. So much depth. I feel people are more invested in figuring out what down and screen it. Yeah, Sincere cracking me up. That is true. Like, they really want to know who's behind the avatar besides and please don't, all of this are not, this is just, we're just talking. I don't know why we're so focused on who's behind the avatar, right? Because I think that we will never know who's behind the avatar unless the avatar decides that they want to, like, reveal who they are, if that makes any sense. Or if it does proceed to legalities. Like, if the avatar will be only exposed only if the avatar decides to expose who they are. That's just how we're going to look at it. Till then, we're not going to know who's behind the scenes. Whether or not, we have who, if we feel that it is, or who we think that it is. At the end of the day, the avatar decides whether or not he or she comes out to reveal their who they are. Exactly. Lawsuits will expose, exactly, legalities. Right. So that's just, I feel like, when we're thinking about it, we're just getting too invested to the point that we actually lose track of what is, what's actually at hand here. I think the reason why we're all here is because of the mistreatment, what happened with Plez and how some of her information was out there, not knowing who the avatar is. So I think we still just need to focus on, the assignment, I would say, like the bishop that says that, the assignment, just focus on that. But the avatar can only expose who they are if, because it could like, the sorority sisters can come out and say, that's her. People, other people come out and say, oh, that's her. We can have these pictures, this. At the end of the day, only the avatar and then lawsuits can only expose who's behind the avatar, right? And I'm not trying to, like, knock anyone off of there. I love the intrigue. We love the investigations. We love, like, thinking outside the box, but we just want to stay focused. Exactly. Exactly. He has a point. And also while we're also doing this, like, bringing people, like, up, saying that this is who the avatar is. Don't forget that this could also be possible cyberbullying as well. When we're out there, we're saying this is this person, we're saying this is this person. Remember, that's also, and that's not who they are. So remember, that's cyberbullying as well. So let's just keep that in mind. When we're out there, like, making comments, or saying this, because that could result in cyberbullying. All right. I feel like I said, okay, we're gonna go, but we're still here because you guys are really saying, asking some really good questions, and yeah, we love to hear. We love to hear it. Um, what else? What else? What I think we touched upon a lot of stuff. We really did. I really love a lot of you guys' inputs. F that it's Monarch Souls. If Ples doesn't take that avatar to court, we will never know who the real avatar is. Ples probably wouldn't expose her anyway. She's so good. Exactly. You also notice that Ples is not saying much about this. So yeah, she's not saying much about this whole thing. It's like she's moving on with her life. Like, I feel like we're the ones out here who's really, focused on it. Ples hasn't made any videos, as you guys see. She's just like quiet since those two first videos she made, and she even deleted the one that she did make. So yeah. So yes. Good point. Good point. Good point. All right. So I think we're definitely going to close this out. Please, guys, continue to join us, continue to support us. Thank you all who has come to new subbies, those who contributed today to this topic. Another thing, those who did the super chats, we really appreciate all of you, all your individual contributions on here. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, we'll definitely have other topics where we can definitely dive in and keep you guys updated as well. Right, it can be damaging to her brand for asking good, exactly, sincere. Yes, you bring up good points. You are two beautiful ladies. I love your energy. Asking questions is very smart. I used to enjoy asking questions and different things. Thank you so much, Carmelie. Thank you so much. Yes, that's what it's all about. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. Cynthia, thank you so much. It's a really good show. You have excellent commentaries. You are Earth Kid and you have moved really good character. I'm going to recommend your channel. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you all. We love you all. Thank you. Stay safe. Until next time, we'll again try to keep you guys updated. Thank you all. You have a great rest of the day or even evening. And until next time, peace, love, and blessings. Bye. Bye, everyone.